Hello and welcome. My name is Susan and I'm here to interview Representative Kurt Bills, who is running for the Republican endorsement for U.S. Senate in Minnesota. Nice to meet you, Kurt.
Yes, it is. That is what most people say when they meet me. But please, slow down a little. One-syllable words are better when talking to me.
Okay, I will try to keep this very simple for you. Now, tell us a little about yourself.
I am a teacher, and every day I tell my students the same thing over and over again. What America needs is sound monetary policy. I call it Econ 101. When they come back the next day for class, I tell them the same thing again. What America needs is sound money policy. That is what I call Econ 101. You see, it is very simple. Just like me.
I am beginning to understand. Why do you want to be the next U.S. Senator from Minnesota?
You see, Susan, it is not about me. It is about what happens next. America can't afford this spending in Washington and this bad monetary policy. It is simple Econ 101. I learned that 1 + 1 = 2, not 3, and definitely not 4. You know what I mean?
Actually, no, I am not sure that I do. Anyway, some people have said that if you win the endorsement that you are unelectable because of your association with Ron Paul. Are you unelectable?
Yes, it is true. I endorse Ron Paul for president. I am required to say that I support Ron Paul 2000%. If I do not say that, I have to go back to being a completely unknown and irrelevant member of the Republican House caucus, who had contributed nothing significant so far as an elected official. Ron Paul is ignored by the mainstream media. Did you know that Ron Paul has more Republican delegates than any of the other presidential candidates combined? They don't tell you that on the mainstream media because everybody else is controlled by the mainstream media. Ron Paul will be our next president. I support Ron Paul 2000%.
Are there areas where you are different than Ron Paul?
When I talk to my students, at the school where I am a teacher, I tell them that you have to do something about it if you want to see a change.
I am sorry, I don't think you answered my question. How are you different than Ron Paul?
We just simply can't afford it, Susan. Our dollar used to be worth so much more when we had a gold standard. It is the monetary policy that needs fixing.
Wow, that in no way addressed the question I asked you. Are you avoiding taking questions about how you and Ron Paul are different? What about Ron Paul's lack of support for Israel? How do you feel about that?
I am a teacher. Because I am in the teachers' union, Democrats won't be so hard on me. Right?
It is obvious that you are avoiding any questions that might hurt you with Ron Paul's supporters, so I will move on. As a freshman member of the Republican House caucus, the whole time you have been in St. Paul, you have been in the majority. That means you don't have to take any votes that might hurt you with your base. Why is your Taxpayers League scorecard so low?
What people need to understand about Dr. Ron Paul is that it is not about him. It is about what happens next. I am behind Ron Paul 2000%. Everybody around me tells me that I need to say that a lot. They're so nice to me. They make me feel happy. That is why we are going to take this message of Econ 101 around the state. I can win because I had students that thought I was a nice teacher, and now they can vote for me. There are dozens of them out there. They are nice to me too. Ron Paul 2012.
Strange, when I ask you about Ron Paul, you don't answer. When I ask you about anything else, all you talk about is Ron Paul. I guess, no point in asking a closing question.
In closing, doesn't anyone want to know what happens next? Thank you for being nice to me.